In a wide field, a man works the land with his young daughter. Their peace ends when he notices the arrival of a swordsman dragging a coffin. That man is Liang. The farmer is not what he seems. He is a former assassin who once took part in a brutal massacre. His past catches up to him when warriors from rival sects appear, intent on ending his life. The clash begins in the middle of the field. The farmer reveals his hidden skill, striking with speed and precision. Yet Liang's mastery is greater. After a brief exchange, Liang's blade breaks through his defense. The farmer collapses, dying in the soil he once tilled. His life as a killer ends where it began. Elsewhere, Wong Buouay, consumed by greed, murders his elder brother Shen Yi and his family. His motive is both jealousy and fear, since Shen Yi possesses a list of corrupt officials that could ruin him. Only Shen Yi's daughter, Yan Yi, survives. Captured and tortured, she is hung in public as a warning. Demands for the list's location fall on silence. Her suffering becomes a message to anyone who dares to resist Buouay. Not long after, Liang abandons his sect to rescue Yan Yi. He arrives at Buouay's stronghold with nothing but his sword and an empty coffin. When guards confront him, he cuts his way through without pause. For Liang, Buouay's treachery has crossed a line beyond forgiveness. Liang succeeds in rescuing Yan Yi, but Buouay strikes back with lies. He accuses Liang of kidnapping and murdering Shen Yi's family, then issues a bounty large enough to draw hunters from every direction. From that moment on, Liang became the most hunted man alive. This is Wanted. Soon after, reports surface of Liang traveling alone, asking for directions near the city. The news alerts Buouay, who suspects Yan Yi is still alive and hidden in a healer's care. He orders his men to search every medical house nearby. Buouay himself arrives at a remote clinic. He questions the old physician inside, offering gold for answers. At first the man refuses, but under pressure he admits a girl was treated there, brought by a woman. Buouay immediately knows it was Yan Yi. Before leaving, he kills the physician to erase the trail. Meanwhile, Liang hides in the home of his lover, Ling Xiao. He presses Yan Yi for the truth about the hidden list, but she keeps her silence. The brief calm is broken when Ling Xiao's spy network reports grim news. The physician who once treated Yan Yi is dead. Buouay is closing in. Liang understands they must move. Their only hope is to slip through the city's quieter routes, where fewer eyes are watching. Not long after, a messenger bird arrives with urgent news. Chaos has broken out in the city, and Buouay is closing in on Ling Xiao's home. Realizing the danger, Ling Xiao quickly prepares a safe escape route for Liang and Yan Yi, insisting they leave while she stays behind to delay Buouay. When Buouay arrives, Ling Xiao greets him as if he were a guest. She hides her fear, but Buouay poisons her drink. Weakened, she becomes both bait and a warning to the people around her. Not long after, Liang returns and finds Ling Xiao captured and paraded through the streets. He fights off the guards and urges her to flee with Yan Yi. Their escape is cut short when a mysterious woman blocks the path and attacks. Ling Xiao shields Yan Yi, forcing a fight. In the struggle, Ling Xiao is stabbed and collapses. Liang rushes in and defeats the attacker, but he is too late to save Ling Xiao. She dies in his arms after entrusting Yan Yi to his care. Meanwhile, Buouay consolidates his power as the city's governor. He rules with arrogance, killing anyone who opposes him. Determined to eliminate Liang, he increases the bounty and tightens security across the city. A flashback reveals the truth. Shen Yi, Buouay, and Liang were once brothers of the same noble family. They lived in peace until Buouay fell into corruption, staining the family's honor. When Shen Yi uncovered his crimes and moved to stop him, Buran struck first, murdering his elder brother and seizing power. Now, Yi Liang is the most wanted man in the land. Assassins from every corner come after him, lured by the massive reward. One day, he stops at a tea house to rest. His instincts stir when a waiter fails to name the tea being served. Realizing the trap, Yi Liang senses danger all around him. The assassins reveal themselves and attack. Yi Liang draws his sword and cuts his way through the ambush, leaving the tea house in ruins. As the fight ends, a beggar who had been sitting quietly in the corner rises and challenges him. At first, Yi Liang ignores him. Then the beggar reveals himself as Li, a master fighter who has also come for the bounty. The duel is fierce, pushing Yi Liang to his limit, but suddenly Li stops. Haunted by the death of his own daughter, Li cannot bring himself to kill Yi Liang after seeing him protect Yanyi. Instead, he vows to face him again only once the child is safe, then departs to confront Buran. In that meeting, Li pledges his service out of respect for Buran's late father, with one condition: no innocent children are to be harmed. Buran mocks the request and dismisses him, declaring that the task of killing Yi Liang now belongs to Wong Buouay. That encounter became Li's final stand. Wong Buouay struck him down, exploiting his only weakness. A simple child's toy, reminding him of his lost daughter, left Li defenseless. For all his skill, his heart had always been vulnerable. With Li gone, Buran saw that none of the other assassins had been able to defeat Yi Liang. Buran placed his last hope in Wong Buouay. Unlike the others, Wong Buouay was no ordinary killer. He had once been Yi Liang's fellow disciple, expelled from their sect for his defiance. Since then, he carried a deep grudge. Drawn by Buran's enormous bounty, he was willing to do anything to destroy his former brother-in-arms. Wong Buouay had mastered countless deadly techniques. He was skilled in flawless disguises and wielded poisons that corroded the body from within, leaving victims helpless. Buran revealed Yi Liang's likely refuges, either Li's home or the house of their old master. With Li already dead, the answer was obvious. Yi Liang would surely go to his master. Seeing his chance, Wong Buouay laid his trap. Disguised as Yi Liang, he approached the master's residence. But the old man sensed something was wrong. His suspicion was confirmed when Wong Buouay drew a dagger and struck. The master fought back fiercely, yet the poison began to take effect, racking him with pain. Wong Buouay chose not to finish him. Instead, he left the master alive but gravely wounded. To him, the suffering was bait. He was certain that Yi Liang, upon hearing of his master's condition, would come to him willingly. There would be no need for a chase. Meanwhile, Yanyi's health grew worse in hiding. She muttered in her sleep, plagued by nightmares of her father's murder at Buran's hands. Memories of cruelty and torment deepened her trauma. When she awoke, she spoke of her father's trust in Yi Liang. Seeing her decline, Yi Liang made a difficult choice. Despite the danger, he decided to bring her into the city the next day to seek a doctor. Once there, he took Yanyi straight to a physician for treatment. As they prepared to leave, he overheard townspeople talking about his master. Rumors claimed the old man had vanished for some time and was gravely wounded, with some even accusing Yi Liang of being the cause. Troubled, he resolved to find his master. At the residence, the master welcomed him warmly. Yet something felt off. His appearance was healthy, unlike the rumors. His habits and behavior were different. Suspicion grew when he slipped and mentioned Wong Buouay. Yi Liang realized the truth. The man before him was Wong Buouay in disguise. A fight erupted inside the dining hall. Unbeknownst to Yi Liang, the food had already been laced with poison. His strength began to fade as the battle dragged on. Barely standing, Yi Liang escaped with Yanyi into the forest. Their flight was cut short when Wong Buouay appeared again, calm and confident. He refused another duel, demanding Yi Liang's sword instead. Convinced the poison would finish the job, he struck once more, hurling a dagger that sent Yi Liang and Yanyi tumbling into a ravine. Certain of victory, he seized Yi Liang's sword and presented it to Buran as proof. Buran praised him and invited him to dine in celebration. Yet during the meal, the wine served to Wong Buouay was poisoned. He collapsed and died instantly. Elsewhere, Yi Liang was found by his true master and placed under strict care. For 3 days he remained unconscious while his master worked tirelessly to purge the poison. During this time, Yan Yi revealed a secret. The ribbon in her hair concealed the list of corrupt officials that Buran had long sought. With this knowledge, Liang decided to deliver the list to the imperial envoy at City Hall. His master continued to cleanse the poison, but the damage lingered. Liang's grip was too weak to hold a real sword, forcing him to train only with a wooden blade. His master knowingly absorbed the poison into himself to ease Liang's suffering, accepting the risk to his own life. The day of the meeting arrived. Buran stood with the envoy when Liang appeared, carrying a coffin. He confronted them, presenting evidence against Buran. Alarmed, Buran stepped forward to face him in person. The duel began. Liang reclaimed his sword and, though weakened, combined his martial skill with techniques designed by his master to counter Buran's style. Even with hidden iron plates sewn into his clothing, Buran fell. At that same moment, the envoy collapsed, revealed to have been poisoned by tea. The mission reached its end. The list was never revealed, but Liang succeeded in destroying a corrupt official who had caused immense suffering. Returning to Yan Yi, he learned his master had died, having sacrificed his life to draw out the poison from his disciple. Liang bowed in grief, honoring the man who had given everything for him. So the moral of the story is never trust people who drag coffins around. Always check your tea before drinking, and if someone offers you gold for answers, maybe just say you're out of stock.